Thank you all for coming to the post-game press conference. Final score, Charlotte 76, LIU 79. A couple interesting things to note. The last time that Charlotte had attempted this many free throws was more than a decade. The last time that they attempted was 45 plus was in 2014. And the record is 59, so the 53 free throws attempted today was just shy of that record. Coach, would you like to begin with any opening statements?
Yeah, obviously disappointing that we couldn't get across the line. We obviously dug ourselves an extremely big hole to get out of, but credit to the guys. They battled. That group that was out there did an excellent job of changing the momentum of the game and slowed them down. We were able to slow them down with the trap and the zone and gave ourselves a chance. We had a shot on the buzzer to tie it up, to send it to overtime. It rimmed out, so we'll get back to the court and get ready for Wednesday.
Coach, obviously this game can kind of be, the story of the game can be told on the free throw line. You attempted 53, only converted on 37 of those attempts. So, what can be said about that? I'm sure practice is going to be a little bit tougher on Monday.
I mean, not necessarily, but you're right. Like, you got to make free throws, all right? And the way that they defend, and they switch a lot, so they put a lot of guys in some difficult positions to defend bigger bodies, or their bigger guys defend on the perimeter. So we did a good job of getting to the free throw line. We did an excellent job of that. But yes, you're right. You've got to convert, and we didn't. We just we're a better free throw shooting team than that. We have shown that. Last couple of games has kind of dipped a little bit in that space, but we do spend a lot of time on it. It's not like we just show up in game night and shoot free throws. We spend a lot of time on it, and we do talk about the importance of that part of the game. And obviously tonight, that obviously is one of the factors on why we couldn't get across the line.
All right, Coach, 11 minutes left, down 24. Game ends up being a three-point game. Team still learning to play together. What did you learn from that squad out there at the end of the game?
Yeah, look, I think what we learn is you 100% need to respect and every opponent you play, especially in this environment. They've played in some tough environments. Cal Baptist, good win at Air Force, played Ole Miss. Every team's pretty good, and you can see by a lot of the results. And if you're not ready, you're not detailed, and you don't execute and finish plays. Because I felt the first half we missed a number of plays around the rim. We missed a number of free throws in that first half, and just couldn't kind of keep finding some rhythm. And so I'm really happy that the guys found a way to fight and get back into the game. I thought that was outstanding to see that because, as I said to them in the locker room after the game, this is about behavior. It's either positive or negative behavior, individually, collectively. I thought it was up and down tonight with that, to be honest. So we'll talk about that when we get together next and learn from it and grow from it, and that's what it's about.
Nick, for you, as a leader of this team, a little bit slow first half, really got going in the second half. Coach just talked about the message at halftime. What was it that clicked for you in that second half?
I really just say just my mentality, our mentality, really. We were being kind of soft to start off the first half and just really, like Coach Fern said, making a switch in the second half, trying to be more tough. Toughness is one of our pillars that we try to play by each and every game, in practice, even in the classroom, whatever we our lifestyle. So just trying to be more tough.
Hey, Coach, you got a lot of valuable minutes from guys who haven't seen a lot of time this year, like Nick Reihart and Nika. What can you say about their ability to stay ready?
Yeah, it's a good question because it's really important. You don't know when your number's going to be called. I think everybody needs to be on edge. You know what I mean? You could be someone that plays a lot. That could change real quick if you don't keep the right behavior and mindset and mentality. Obviously it's to continue to work outside of practice, work in practice. Like I always say, it's make me play you. That's how I look at it. I don't care who you are. I don't care where you've come from. At the end of the day, there's a way that we want to play. There's a style that we want to play. I don't care what your role was, where you were, what your role was here the year before. Like, a lot of things change these days with the amount of turnover. So you have to be ready, you have to stay ready, and you have to earn it. And you have to keep it. That's how I look at it, right? So some guys did some good things tonight. That helps them, all right? Some guys didn't play well enough. Well, how are they going to respond to that? So, yeah, it's obviously just finding a core group of guys that can go do some things and do it the right way and have the right mindset. And there was some really good contributions from a number of guys that got us back into a game and gave us a chance.
Coach, what went into the decision to change up the defense? What were you seeing from them in that first half? Because the second half looked like you were maybe in a little matchup zone there.
Well, we couldn't keep the ball in front at all. And, you know, that's been a bit of a concern in some games. So we got to keep getting better at that for sure. But it's just, at the end of the day, it's just trying to change momentum and change rhythm. They had pretty good rhythm. They're out there scoring, 45 points in the first half. We ain't winning nothing doing that. So obviously we were able to change that rhythm some in the second half. And obviously in hindsight should have done it earlier, right? But that's the beauty of coaching, and we'll learn from that as a staff and as a team. But now the guys know that we can go to that and change some momentum at times and do that type of stuff. So, you know, you learn some things the hard way sometimes. But, yeah, I'm just proud that the guys were able to battle back. And I know this support base will always appreciate that, right? There's obviously giving amazing effort, having fantastic body language, just competing and being tough together. That's got to be at the top of the list. Now, the execution's the other thing. So there's some things we didn't execute well enough, but the effort, the body language, and that type of thing was a little up and down today. And that's what we have to understand has to be high up our list of important things to do.
Nick, one of your teammates, Ben, he was a big part of that comeback. He was out on the floor for a lot of that. What have you seen from his development as a freshman so far this season?
Yeah, I mean, we see Ben all the time in practice. He's very competitive. He competes day in and day out. And then I also work out with him in the mornings from day to day. So just his development and just his growth just since he's been here has been really good. And I think, you know, he was big for us tonight.